keeping it low-key. I can cover the D like a turkey, or run straight through the D like a train. This year we ain't taking no losses. It's all about making the game. I hear a lot of trash talk. He call himself making a name. I put on the Jets, the coach will regret even letting them stay in the game. See my route took a tumble. Next time be humble. I'm the lion in the jungle. You just try not to fumble. Rumble, young man, rumble. Never slip nor stumble. I take off, poof, magic. Now watch me juke through the traffic. Footwork fantastic. Dominating every facet. Treat the pocket like plastic. Here come the blitz, pass it. Got it on, smash. Put in the gas. I will not crash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash. 100-yard dash.
The coach take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the New York Jets. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Ready to break.
Watch it, you find. Watch the backer, watch the backer.
Go.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
Once again, they'll come up on the 26-yard line, 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. Rolling to his left.
And him running the football is not something the defenses spend a lot of time preparing for. But this guy has a survival instinct and a knack for knowing when exactly to do it.
An early tough test on the opening drive. This is 3rd and 8. They'll set up to throw. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice...
And his first carry, he loses the football.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Back to the ground, this time Lynch. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd. Back to throw. Gets this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. How about this for an opening drive decision? You got 4th and short, just outside of field goal range in all likelihood. What do you do?
I'm going for it. I've got to go get it right now. I want to establish a tone. It's early in the game. I want to let my offense know that I believe in them. And you know something else? I let my defense know I believe in them also by taking that gamble. If we don't get it, it's okay. You guys will cover for me.
14 yards is the pickup there, and a Jet 1st down.
Well, that's what's called being aggressive right there. But I don't know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message. Hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let them know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory, be aggressive. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
50, plant.
Watch the curls.
Keep Griffin.
On 2nd down, Lynch. He'll get forward for 3 down to the 16-yard line.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The stop there on 3rd, they could have held them to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I'd go right at them with another momentum play. I'd go quickly and attack them because right now they probably have their heads down a little bit since they didn't stop them on 3rd down.
2nd and goal from inside the 5.
Out. Go.
Lynch running the counter. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory? Might he go for it?
Check, 55 to Mike. Here we go.
Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55.
Let's go, let's get this ball. Let's go.
They'll set up a throw. Steps away, and it's a touchdown for the Jets. It's their quarterback with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive.
Partner, I think we can all agree that that was a pretty darn good opening drive right there. And the key to it all, going for it on 4th down earlier in the drive. Set a tone for it, and the best part, it made it pay off.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. On 1st down, it's James. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a 1st down as well. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Forced out to his left. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Solid gain of 18 and a Raider 1st down.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
A little bit of space there for the 1st down run, as that's going to get him about 5 yards. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's James trying to run inside, but nothing there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's got a man open. It's Hunter Renfrow. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Give him a 1st down, 15 yards that time for the Raiders.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They'll run on 1st down. James. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
At the Jets' 28-yard line.
Watch the screen.
James. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them to believe that even in a long-distance situation, they can still run the football and gain enough yardage to put themselves in a good spot on 3rd down.
57's the mic. All day.
Throwing is Jackson. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complementary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor.
17 yards on the catch and run. It's a 1st down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a 1st down.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that 1st down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. And they'll give to Lynch out of the gun. A nice job to get 8 there after the incompletion, and now they'll look at a 3rd and 2 coming up. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. I actually wrote that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they've wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
High 7.
Back to throw here. Over the middle, he'll get it to Harrison. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is in a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Their deficit is 11, 14-3, and needing to get something going here as they come up on 1st and 10. A good run on 1st down. It's got him very close to the line to gain, just shy of the 35. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's James, and an alley to run. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. A gain of 28 yards there and give them a 1st down. So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. They run it with James. And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 37-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. And now Jackson will look to throw it. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 12. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
On 1st down, it's James. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They get 9 yards back on the run there, and they're left with a much more makeable 3rd and 2. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. On 3rd down, James. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the 1st down as he's tackled at the 1. They only got 2, but that was enough as they'll convert to make it 1st and goal. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run this one in. And he's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. A great play there. Hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are back within a single score. Dan Bailey now for the extra point. And he's got it. That cuts the lead. It's now 14-10.
Makes the score Jets 14, Raiders 10. Dan Bailey set to kick off.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20.
At their own 18-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A give to Lynch from the shotgun. A good gain of 9 before he's brought down at the 28.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
Switch up, switch up. Defense.
Looking to throw. Looking for Clark. He's got it complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Here we go.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Let's go. 60 or. Here we go.
First down, the run with Lynch. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
And this will be taken across midfield and into Raider territory. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half.
Got it. 42's the mic. Check. 42's the mic. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Let's go.
They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando. That's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll keep it on the ground. It's James. He finds an opening past the 40, and he'll take it to the 43-yard line. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And that last carry puts him right at 100 yards for the game. So how has he done it? Because he's been patient, followed his blocks, let everything develop, and then burst through for big gains.
They'll run on first down. It's James, and he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Give him 12 yards that time and an Oakland first down. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I got you. Kill. Let's go.
And to give this time to the tailback. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. On second down, Jacobs. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Throwing on second down. Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, didn't look his way at all in the first half, and I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Marcus May with a pick, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Here I come again. Here I come again.
They'll run again with Lynch. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Back-to-back runs, I'd say that encompassed maximum effort for minimal gain.
Minimal yardage, and now they're going to need something more than minimal on this play coming up. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Hey, Delta.
They'll look to throw here. Completes it to Davis. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 10 yards is the pickup. Good enough for a Jet first down. They're going to look to throw. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Harrison. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A first down there on a pickup of 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 42-yard line.
Mike 29, get in the weight room. Get in the weight room. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29. 3 bucks.
They'll look to throw. He's got it complete to Clark. A Jet first down, 18 big yards that time. He'll drop to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. That throw good for 4. It's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On second down now. It's Lynch. This will be a 5-yard pickup as they move it from the 20 to the 15.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard.
Tight end to the right, boy. Tight end to the right. Move. 4 down. 29 is the Mike. Mike 29.
Now back to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And when you go 5 wide like they just did there, you can't really max protect, can you?
No, you cannot. What you're hoping is that by going 5 wide, you're forcing the defense into coverage. And if you do that, you got a chance to find some people downfield. But if they audible themselves and go into a blitz, then it's got to happen right now.
Or lights out.
Or exactly right. Turn them out. That play's over.
So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive. But they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get them down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
Now a first down throw complete downfield. A big play that time for the Raiders. 54 yards.
And the Raiders first down.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10. All the way down at the 21-yard line. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Raider football here, but they're on the short side of the scoreboard right now as we begin the 4th. On first down, James. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. And the ball situated at the 9, 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. And that one got tipped, kind of threw everything off. It brings up 3rd.
Well, we're not playing 3 yards in a cloud of dust football anymore. I kind of get why those old school coaches sometimes didn't want to throw the football. Because if it's popped up in the air, it almost turns into slow motion. And both sides trying to get to the football, and you're holding your breath wondering whether it's going to go good or bad for your team.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 40, the 20, 10, and he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. A little bit of a backbreaker right there. You're down close, 1-score game, trying to push the ball down the field and score, and you throw a pick 6.
And sometimes you take a little bit of a gamble when you're making your throws, right? Sometimes you press it a little bit more than maybe you wanted to because you want that score so badly. In this case, it cost them.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Mike, 57. Watch the twist. Let's go.
Here's Jackson to throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off here, the 32. And he'll take this back down inside the 20. Darren Waller, the intended receiver. So now he's equaled his interception total from a week ago. Remember, Charles, he had 3 last week.
And you know, all week long he vowed to take that number down. Told the guys on the team, don't worry, things are going to pick up. I've got it.
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there, with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jets capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily that you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now it's Jackson. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson, and he's going to go down again.
Remember, throughout my career here in defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. But they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Watch 57. Watch the run. They're running it.
From the gun, Jackson. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Hunter Renfrow, his first touchdown on the year. And the Raiders get a score closer.
You've got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Big yardage that time for the Jets. 59 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone.
Check.
They'll run with Lynch. bunch. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll give this to Bell running right. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down.
At the 18-yard line. A gain of a yard brings up 3rd and 7.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
Get that ball.
They'll set up to throw. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
The kick by Marr is good. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Back now on EA Sports as the kick teams are out here following the 2-minute warning. The Raider offense set to get this drive started, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
He'll try and run it. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one, picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
Let's set a tone, fellas. Let's set a tone.
Go. Motion. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Stop your whining. 57 to Mike. All right.
They go play action now. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
57's the mic. Watch 57. Double dog. That's the way. Mike's 50. Watch all. 57's right. I know he ain't got it. 57's the mic.
To try again after the sack. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. I'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. They don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
57's the mic. Go. It's outside. Shift.
From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to let it fly. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off around the 37. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm.
Move. Mike 29.
I don't even know why this team.
That one looks like he'll throw here. It's caught by Davis. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down. This quarterback now 10 of 16 throwing the football. It's 1st and 10. know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Jets, the win moves them up to 5-2.